A new study published by Doximity.com shows female doctors make about 21% less on average than male doctors, but the gender wage gap isn't limited to the medical field. New at 6, I'm breaking down why experts say the gap exists and how it affects the future generation of employees. Georgia College student Chelsea Adams says when she thinks about women in the workforce, she remembers what her mother told her.
You have to work twice as hard.
Adams says her mom did anything she had to provide for their family.
She started out picking peas in the fields, yes. She cleaned houses for a long time. She worked at RIM, went to driving buses and cleaning houses at the same time.
Adams says while she plans on going a different direction than her mom, becoming a college professor, her example prepared her for challenges, including pay. The Bureau of Labor Statistics shows an 18% difference between men's and women's average weekly earnings in 2016. But assistant economics professor Brooke Conaway at Georgia College says those numbers don't tell the whole story.
Attributing it entirely to discrimination would be incorrect.
She says those numbers don't account for hours worked, and full-time could mean anything from 40 to 80 hours a week. Another factor those averages leave out, the type of job. Conaway says things like travel required, irregular work hours, and job difficulty play into an employee's wages. And according to a Pew Research Center study, women are more likely to cut back.
To take a significant amount of time off, to even turn down a promotion, or even quit their job, compared to men in order to take care of children or even disabled or elderly family members.
Sociology professor Stephanie McClure says that trend goes back to a deeper issue, the socialization that both men and women see in childhood.
Boy toys versus girl toys. It starts that early, right? That you can get a play kitchen that's pink or a play tool belt that's black and orange, right? And there's pretty good research that established the sort of gendered nature of those things so that women are socialized early on to practice caregiving.
She says jobs that require caregiving have been gendered towards females. And even in some female-dominated careers, men can be paid more.
It seemed like every time that I told someone I wanted to be a nurse, they were like, oh my God, yeah, do it, totally. Like, you're gonna make so much money. Like, you're gonna make more than what a woman nurse makes because, you know, male nurses are so, you know, like few and far in between.
It's what's called the glass escalator, that men are more likely to get promoted in those traditionally female jobs.
But she says the same doesn't go for women in male-dominated fields. Even if you adjust for work hours or the type of job, Conaway says there's still a difference in men's and women's pay. According to a study published on healthaffairs.org, there was an average difference of almost $17,000 between male and female newly trained physicians in New York between 1999 and 2008. Study authors say they found a significant gender gap that cannot be explained by specialty choice, practice setting, work hours, or other characteristics. And a more recent study by Doximity.com shows women doctors are paid less in every city in the country and every specialty.
It's not simple, it's structural.
As a future sociology professor, Adams says she wants to teach others what Dr. McClure has taught her.
It's not limited to person-to-person interactions.
McClure says while our society is changing how it sees gender roles, a lot more has to change before the gender wage gap is closed.
Choices about jobs, gendered patterns of jobs, may become lessened, but the sort of structure of wages, that's more difficult to change.